Hey everybody, welcome back to Playground Sessions. I'm Phil, and today I've got another video in our Popular Music Deconstructed series. And we're going to be looking at how to play another one of music's most popular chord progressions, the 1, 4, and 5 progression. Now, as many of you may know, these three chords are basically the building blocks to modern music. These are the three defining chords of a key, and can be found in pretty much all genres, all styles of music. So I'm excited to be showing you this progression, the 1, 4, 5. And for today's video, we're going to be looking at this progression in the key of G specifically. We're going to be looking at songs by the Beatles, REM, and Bob Dylan, as well as a Christmas tune, Joy to the World, that all share this progression in the 1, 4, 5. So before we dig into our first song example, let's quickly review the key of G. We're going to look at the scales, and we're going to look at the chords that make up G major. So let's start with the left hand. This is a video about chords, so really the whole video we're going to be focusing on this guy. And we're going to put it down in a low G position, with our pinky on a low G. Okay, now we're going to walk up this scale, but before we do, take a look up at the key signature. In this example up here, key of G, we see 1 sharp in the key signature, and that is on the F line. Now what that means is that every F we see in this entire song in the key of G is actually going to be an F sharp. So we don't play F, we play F sharp. It tells us in the beginning of the song there that every F is sharp. That's what the key signature does. So as we walk through, we got G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Alright, and our scale degrees are as follows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 again. So in the key of G, our 7th scale degree is an F sharp. Don't forget about that. Let's play that scale together one more time, guys, and say out loud the scale degree number as you play it, just like I'm doing. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Fantastic job. So now let's move from scales into chords. We're going to be building chords on top of each of our scale degrees that we just went over, which means we're going to start with our 1 scale degree, or G, and we're going to play a G chord on top of that G note, okay, which is G, B, and D. This is our 1 chord, the 1 chord in the key of G. Our 2 chord is a chord that starts on the 2nd scale degree, A. That gives us an A minor. Okay? Now, here's where things get tricky. Remember that key signature up there, that F sharp? Well, every F in a chord, every F, no matter what, melody, scale, chord, is going to be sharp. So our 3 chord starts on B. But this is not our chord, because that has an F natural. So we need to take our thumb, slide our hand back, put our thumb on F sharp for the 3 chord. Okay, and this is a B minor chord. B, D, F sharp. All right, let's keep it moving. Our 4 chord, do you remember what the 4th scale degree is? That's right, C. So the C chord is our 4 chord in the key of G. All right, now moving to the 5 chord. There's another F in this one, so make sure we play F sharp on top. D major. That's our 5 chord. Now moving up to the 6th chord is E minor. Now here's a real tricky one. Our 7th chord, our 7 is F sharp. So our 7 chord actually looks like this. And our final 1 chord again, G, to round us back out. So what I want to do now is play through each chord in the key of G, just like we did. We're going to do it nice and slow, but we're going to do it in time. Okay? So remember, F sharps, and let's see if we could do it. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Here's G. Here's our 2 chord. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Nice work. Now, because we're moving up and down to accommodate this F sharp, if you need some extra practice going at that slow speed, definitely take advantage of this video lesson because you can rewind and play it back as many times as you need. But when you are ready, let's try it one more time. We're going to go double the speed. All right? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Excellent work. So now let's look at our progression. 1, 4, 5. I'm going to play the melody with my right hand, but the left hand's going to be the same progression throughout. Let's start with Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds by the Beatles. Here we go. We'll do an extra 5. 1, 4, 5. Next up, let's try a tune by REM called Stand. Two very different songs there, same progression. Last, let's do Bob Dylan, Like a Rolling Stone. 1, 4, and 5. So those are 3 different songs from different eras that use the 1, 4, 5 progression. Now what I want to do is take a look at that same progression in the context of notation with sheet music. So here's Joy to the World. Slightly different pattern in the left hand, but you can see the 1, 4, 5 still there. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. So let's just focus on this left hand part one time. Now we've been doing 1, 4, 5. You see here, things are in slightly different order. We got some different rhythms, but this is the exact same 1, 4, 5 progression. Let's do it just the left hand. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, again. Now a quick 4, quick 5, back to 1. 4 again, 5, 1. Okay, so we're kind of taking that 1, 4, 5 progression and really tricking it out, tweaking it to make it fit the song, but really it's all based on that same progression. All right, everyone, well, that's the 1, 4, 5 progression, and that concludes today's episode of Popular Music Deconstructed. We quickly brushed up on the key of G by looking at the scale degrees and the chords. Then we isolated our chord progression, the 1, or the G major, the 4, or the C major, and the 5 chord, the D. Then we looked at a few examples. And in addition to those, I already said there's a bunch of other 1, 4, 5 songs, right? So your mission this week is to hunt down a few more and leave them for me in the comments. If you guys are calling out a lot of the same ones, we may have to do a song lesson on them. So let me know what songs you're hearing with your ear that use 1, 4, 5. Well guys, once again, I'm Phil, and if you love what you learned here today, remember, hit the subscribe button to your left. We've got song lessons where we show you how to play the main sections of songs from all sorts of different artists, like Coldplay, Beethoven, Miles Davis, John Legend, the Beatles, many more. And we're also putting out theory videos where we deconstruct popular music, we talk about chord progressions, rhythms, we'll be talking about practice tips, arranging and composing tricks, all sorts of stuff, everything related to the piano. You can find it here on our YouTube channel. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's next. And if you like what you saw today in the video, well, that was me using the Playground Sessions app. That's right, the features you saw on screen today can be at your fingertips with the full playground experience. Co-created by music legend Quincy Jones, the app has incredible interactive feedback and gaming features, full songs broken down by sections and in different difficulty levels, and a whole music theory bootcamp section, all taught by YouTube star David Sides. So click the app button on the left to learn more. Alright guys, I'm Phil and you're watching Playground Sessions. Hit that subscribe button so I can see you for the next video.